So I just want to make a little aside here, really short kind of thing. This is going to be a very short video. It's just something that I want to mention, kind of a recognition, just something that affected me a little bit. As you know, mostly I don't get emotionally attached to things, and I look at things from a very objective view. A lot of people know that about my channel, but this was just something that really struck my emotions. This right here, this movie, is Act of Valor. If you haven't seen it, it is basically about the U.S. Naval Special Forces, the SWIC, the SEALs, and stuff like that, conducting various operations around the world. And there was just something in there that really, really hit close to home. It's just, I guess I'm making this because I think this movie affected me more than it might affect just your average person watching it. At the end of the movie, this isn't a spoiler at all, but it's a pretty sad movie, but at the end, there is this list of names that come on, and it says, these are the members of the Naval Special Forces operations that have, the Naval Special Warfare operations that have died since September 11th, 2001, obviously the big terrorist attacks. And it's going at names of these, it lists the names of these people, like, you know, Chief Petty Officer, this person, Senior Chief Petty Officer, this person, blah, 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 blah. And that particular part in that movie really, really struck a chord with me, because that's what my dad did. Like I said, he was in the SEALs, and it's just so weird knowing that had something happened, then that I would see my dad's name up there. It's just, it's one of those things that really, you know, hit a chord with me there. It's kind of a sad thing, and it's really a nice thing to honor those people. So, like I said, I wanted to keep this really short, but I guess this is just a kind of and I do this every day. There's really not need for a special occasion out there, but this is just, again, my personal thanks to all the men and women out there in the military, whether you're in special forces or not, and of course all the branches. This movie was just one of those ones that had something special in it for me, because it hits so close to home, seeing those names. And my dad was a chief petty officer, so seeing those names come up and seeing chief petty officer, this person and that person didn't make it home, you know, and they're not with their family. It was just, I don't know, it was just something special for me. So, like I said, I don't get emotionally attached to very many things. This just happened to hit me. And I know there's people out there, oh, you know, our country shouldn't be doing this and that. And I agree for the most part. I don't think it's our country's job to be policing the world. But, you know, still, you have to respect the men and women that go out there and do those things. So, yeah, I just thought I would make this very little video here. This is not really an advertisement, but I highly suggest you do see it. Act of Valor. If you're really into any of the special operations for any branch, but this happens to be specifically about the Navy with the SEALs and the SWIC. And like I said, just really hit close to home, knowing that that I was that close, that my dad's name could have been there at the end, because that is exactly what he did. And luckily he didn't get killed. But if he would have, that's where we would have seen his name. And his name is the same as mine. Robert Younglove. If you don't know that, I used to have that in my channel description, but there, everybody knows my name if you didn't know that before. But luckily I did not see it there. You know, I know I might be rambling about nonsense for some people out there, but again, this is just a thank you to all our men and women out there in the armed forces, which I think it's kind of ridiculous to have special days celebrating like Veterans Day and Memorial Day and stuff like that, because I thank for them every day. I'm thankful for them every day, but I guess there's just certain things that hit home. If this is a bit of a all over the place talk, it's not really a rant, but all over the place talk, I apologize, but there we are. So thanks out there to everyone, and I am out.